foresight to establish the Rural Electrification Act back in the 30s, did so at a time when legislation didn't get in the way. And the directors that we currently have are representing the voice of the members. The members really direct the cooperative. You tell us what you want. And if it's sustainable and a sound business reasoning behind that request, then you'll see it come to fruition. But that's what it means. Everyone benefits from something that they're a part of. Richard.
The cooperative is the purest form of democracy that exists on the face of the planet. The first one was established in England in 1844. And so you're looking at, over 160 years of success of this type of structure. What it means to DMEA customers should mean a whole lot more, because of the 32,350 people that are members of this cooperative, roughly 6,000 will vote in this election. And that's a shame, because that defeats the purpose of a democracy. So hopefully, everybody that's here tonight can get on the phone and encourage other people to cast their ballots, because that's what makes a democracy work. Thank you.
One of the greatest things about a co-op is the fact that it's not ran by a board of directors who are there to make profits for the individuals. What the board of directors are there to do are to serve the needs of the people who consume that product and are also the member owners. The first co-op I was ever part of is the Producers Co-op in Olathe. And the first time I ever got a royalty check back from them, it was like $2 because I bought enough gas that year to get $2 back. And that was the greatest moment in my life, because I got a check back and I didn't even think that I earned it. But what we're very fortunate to do here where we live, besides how beautiful and great it is the fact that we get to buy one of our utilities from a member-owned co-op. And that has to mean something to a lot of people. And I think that I would agree with Richard that more people should be involved. Out of the 33,000, I think that it would be great to have more people at these two forums to meet us candidates and hear what we have to say. But thank you.
Okay, we'll start with Tammy this time. What initiatives would you push DMEA to accomplish?
I start with what we're already the best at, and that's our core business. Continue to provide reliable, sustainable power to all of the customers in a safe and efficient and hopefully economic manner. From that, diversification into other types of utilities, other forms of energy, such as solar, and other forms of energy, such as heating systems, have already been demonstrated as being a good thing for DMEA. Now we need to get behind their efforts to expand those services when we get the ruling back from the court. Richard?
I don't know that I would push the board of directors into any particular additional initiative other than what they have on their plate already. If the board of directors pursues the broadband, that opens up a whole nother realm of possibilities into VoIP, which is voice over internet phone, and it would be mind-boggling to think what opportunities would be generated from that. So I wouldn't bring anything additional to the table other than supporting what is already on the table. Thank you.
I think the nuts and bolts of our co-op is to provide safe, reliable, and affordable energy to the people who live in these communities. First and foremost, that's what this was here to do. Secondly, we are a strong vehicle for future movements, meaning that DMEA is in a great position to move things along in this valley and help the people of these counties at a time when we could really use it. DMEA working with the Uncompahgre Valley water users in Montrose was a great example of how someone of this size can work with other agencies in the area to bring good for the people. So moving forward, I think it would be best if DMEA were to be a leader and work with other agencies to bring more good for this area at a time when we could really use it.
I think that there are definitely the current initiatives that we're trying to complete. The most important one, I believe, will be the broadband, and I think however we can take that on to best benefit the membership along with the communities. I think that's number one for right now. Something else I might point out, I feel like the membership should be better educated, not only just on the current issues, but just themselves, of energy savings, different things like that that could help them in their daily lives. For instance, I know that DMEA has a Smart Hub app, and when I logged into it and put my account information in there, I was amazed that you could see your usage per day, per week. And when some of the members, you know, have difficulties paying their bills, had they not just looked at that app, that could tell them when their TV's on, and you know, that could be life-changing. I think it's important.
Okay, we're going to shift gears here and take a couple questions from the audience. When I call your name, would you come and use the mic to ask your question? The first person is Sue Wilsley. Okay, let's try Tom. Is it Blumford? Blanford.
Hi, my name is Tom Blanford. I'm a native of Colorado, but not here. And just a few days ago, Tri-State was again slammed hard by the justice system. In fact, they're threatening to shut down mines feeding great power plants. Do you consider yourself part of the solution or part of the problem?
Next time we'll start with Richard.
Okay. If I understand your question correctly, we're addressing the federal court threatening to shut down the coal mine that's currently serving the Craig power plant. Is that correct, sir?
That's correct.
You know, that came about as a result of an administrative process that was expanding the area in which the coal mine could mine. And there was a mistake made. The fact that the federal court is now threatening to shut that mine down is not a good thing for anybody. We can't eliminate that power generation out of the grid and easily replace it. So I don't think it's a good thing, and I hope that we're able to overcome that problem in the very near future. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. And this issue up here is huge. I can't say how many discussions I've had with my mom about the state of Delta County and its reliability and how much it's dependent on these coal mines up here. But I think it's important to note for the unforeseeable future, the amount of energy that we consume as a co-op, we're going to have to buy it from someone who burns coal. There's just no way around it, folks. We're going to have to burn coal for a lot of years to move forward. We're going to have to purchase power from someone who burns coal for many years to come, and that's the answer. We can do better things and move forward with other technologies, but for an extended period of time, we will purchase power that is made burning coal.
You know, if that affects the units up at Craig, that's going to be detrimental. They put out a lot of power, so I really hope that the leadership of Tri-State will do all that they can to definitely get around that, because that's going to be terrible. I don't know what the outcome will be, but if this opens the door to either Tri-State buying from someone else or the rest of us little co-ops being able to go out and, you know, purchase power on our own, I mean, I think we need to look at the best side of, you know, a bad issue. So I would again say let's wait and see what happens, but it definitely could snowball and be another issue that we will deal with here soon.
I'm very familiar with those coal mines up in the north area of our state. I represented the employees of those coal mines and the power plants. And what people don't know is that Tri-State owns part of 3 coal mines. The power plant was built at that location because it was a good hub for bringing coal in, reducing the upfront costs, no different than the coal mines are being mined here. Those surface mines do not generate or produce